Up in the stars.
Yo, what's good, y'all? No Mercy, Trap New York shit, no mercytv.com. You know what time it is, man. Listen, we back. We about to start doing these interviews more often. You feel me? Showing y'all the up and coming talent that's coming through to the trap. And right here, man. I got somebody who I really think is like a future star in this shit. You feel me? Somebody with high energy, dope content. He knows the promo game. He's active on his social media. Something that a lot of battle rappers are not doing. Like he's learning the game early. You feel me? I got my man Bosevich4.
Yo, trap shit, ball you to death shit, SSG shit. What we doing, man? What's
Bosevich,
good,
what's
man?
going on, man?
Lot of plays, man. Getting ready for a lot of plays. Big year coming up, man.
Yeah, man. I see you've been working, man. You one of the people that's learning early. Like you could be you could have your home league, but still, go to other places, catch rec, and do what you do and expand your brand there, just so you show your value in different types of markets and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So let's first talk about you getting um thrown into battle rap. Like what made you actually say that you're gonna start doing this battle rap shit?
Shit, so I just had two boys and stuff, not too far apart from each other too. One 2 months, the other one 10. I mean, 10 months and one 2 year,
Okay.
2 years old. So for me, know what I'm saying? I used to play ball and shit, so they missed that part. They wasn't able to come see daddy play ball type shit. So I wanted to see them. I wanted them to know I could rap. Feel me? So like when I
Okay.
did that, I was just doing the regular music at first. So like the regular music with that is
Tell the
just
people
like,
where you from too.
huh?
I said, tell the people where you from too.
Oh yeah, Brooklyn, best style, of course, man. I know how we do trap shit, man. That shit right around the corner, you know what I mean? Again, ain't had no choice coming from where I'm from, but yeah.
Facts.
So you know what I'm saying? Once the babies came, I was like, damn, I want them to hear that I could rap. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me just telling them I used to do that too, because they're gonna be able to see some film and all that stuff. So long story short, I was doing the music, but I wasn't really feeling all the music shit and all the commercial shit you had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't
The
wasn't really
street
feeling that
politics,
vibe.
the kissing ass, and all that other shit.
Yeah, man, you doing showcases here and there. You paying for a showcase? How the fuck? Like I get it, but I
Yeah.
just wasn't with all that on that time, on that kind of timing, because I couldn't really express my thoughts and shit like that for real. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make some other type of music to get in front of certain people. So with the battle rapping and shit, I always watched it from like soon as my college career ended, I started watching battle rap. So that's like
Okay.
2017. So I was
Mm.
watching it and I fucking around and just be joking on niggas in the battle rap form. You know how niggas do that. And
Yeah, yeah.
then Corona hit, kids came. I'm like, fuck it. Music shit ain't really where I want to be. I mean, if I could remember around, I'm gonna go ahead and throw myself in a battle rap. So I remembered the round that night. And the crazy shit is the Cassidy tournament had just got announced around the same time I was going through all these emotions as far as with the rap shit. So once I seen that, I'm like, I remember if I remember this shit, I'm gonna write one for this tournament. And if that shit fire, I'm throwing myself in that shit. So that's what I did. And know what I'm saying, in the midst of me getting ready and preparing for these deadline dates that they had for the tournament, I was writing more rounds and more. I just kept getting better each round. I was writing, kept getting better. I'm like, nah, this shit crazy.
Yeah.
Then the tournament shit, the round I'm getting pushed back. And I swear to God, bro, I'm going over rounds and shit. I get on the gram and I see you. You the first picture I saw, bro. I swear to God, bro. I was not lying. She was like, either this, it was December. You the first picture I saw. I'm like, man, I'm about to DM this nigga right now. But I had just wrote some fire shit too. I'm like, I'm DMing this nigga right now and telling him I want to battle.
So look, let me ask you this, right? Before we keep it moving, were you familiar with the trap New York before hit me up and all that?
So I was familiar with it, yeah, but I wasn't truly familiar with the platform.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
like if it makes sense, once I started watching battles, I remember I told you I was already watching the battles.
Yeah.
So then once I seen the stamp, the Trap NY stamp that's at the bottom of the screen, I'm like, hold on, I know I heard this shit before. Then I
Yeah.
seen you. Now I didn't really know who you was when you was just standing in the battles, but of course I knew you was the league owner, but I didn't know No Mercy. You know what I'm saying? Like who he helped produce and put on shit like that. I didn't know that. But
Yeah.
I seen battles from the trap, like Eazy. I forgot. I think Eazy battled Dot.
Yeah, Battle Dot. Yep.
I seen that shit because he had battled Twerk or some shit, and then that battle had came on right after that. So I
Yeah, pop up
seen
in the
that,
suggestion box.
and I seen the old Solo versus Dot too. I think that
Yeah,
came from the
yeah.
Restore Order show you was on.
Oh yeah, yeah. The 50
Yeah.
minutes of fame joint.
So that's and then and I heard you talking then I heard how you was speaking on certain shit. I'm like, I can fuck with a nigga like that. He sound like a real nigga type shit. So that's when I started following you too. And then
Okay.
it just so happened that the night I'm just wrote some fire shit. You the first person I see post. So I'm like, yeah. And then shit, God wasn't lying because you definitely gave me my shot. Changed my life. Like, no bullshit. You definitely did that.
So look, right? The first battle we did was Bishop, right? Bishop Morel.
My boy
So
Bishop.
this is your first official like on cam battle at this point, right?
Yeah, first three
So
round, everything.
how was it feeling going into that? Like preparing for your first real, because that's what I consider war. Like that one round bullshit is it's one round, whatever. But when you gotta lock in for 3 rounds, you gotta remember 3 separate materials, that's 3 separate bodies of work, etc. Going in there with somebody who got to do the same thing. I feel like it's a better playing field for the back and forth. So how was you feeling going into that for your first time?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. The first time, I don't really get nervous. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because I had a good basketball career. I played in front of thousands and shit. Arenas, won chips
Mm.
in the Hornets Arena 2 times in a row. So, like, I don't get nervous. You know what I mean? Like, but you like any athlete to tell you, it's always that feeling you get type shit. But that night, I just remember being mad though because everybody knows show except for my opponent.
Mm.
Remember, Live had a battle, TR had a battle, and forgot son name because he don't rap no more. I don't hear from him no more. I forgot bro name, but when all the opponents ain't pull up, I'm like, I bet I'm about to wild now. Now I'm going crazy for everybody. That's that. That's why I was like, we ain't even flipping no coin, none of that. Like first battle, nah, I ain't worried about none. All that shit went out the window type shit. Like once I knew how I was about to
Yeah.
go, like I didn't even think about it being my first battle. That's why when I was saying it in the shit, I was surprising myself. I'm like, nah, this shit sound crazy. I'm about to like, I was like, nah, this nigga is dying crazy too. I'm like, nah, this shit crazy. Niggas ain't gonna believe this is my first battle.
Yeah. And to be honest, like when I'm sitting there and I'm, of course I'm filming the battle and shit like that, and I'm watching you and I'm like, yo, like from your first one, it's like, yo, son got it. Like son got it. Like if you could tighten up and just small certain areas and shit like that, perform just a little bit more and shit, just little small nitpick type shit. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, he gonna be out of here. You feel me?
No nigga told me from that battle. I took two things away from that shit. Two
Mm,
important things, and I really made and like put it in my style. Like you just said, the performing, the reaction I got when I circled Bishop. That's what brought out the performance in the next battle when I slid
mm.
behind Joe and came back out and like it was me remembering that. I'm like, all right, I know what I could do to like really amp the whole building up real quick. So let me throw that in piece of one of my rounds each battle. But the funny shit that I learned, and that shit helped me out a lot, is when I said joke smile. Like I was saying jokes, but I wasn't laughing. Like it, niggas was like, "Yo, boy, you this nigga's bad funny. You play too much." I'm like, "Son, I do not even look like that meant to be a joke."
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm like, "Yo, Merce, it's my first battle. You gave me a bench warmer. That was a joke." Like niggas laugh, but I said that shit mad aggressive. I'm like, "Wow, wow." But yeah,
Okay, okay. So yeah, from there, it was the Joe Scrap battle. And then let's talk about these other plays you've been getting because I want to say you've been on maybe like 3 or 4 other leagues since then. So How did these
Yeah.
plates come about? Were you reaching out, or were these people coming to you for these plates?
So the restore order, somebody had reached out to me on that one. And my man, I'm forgetting this Jews. Shout out to
Mm,
Jews. He had reached out to me on that one and had asked me that I want to battle and shit. So of course it being on restore order, I'm like, yeah. But the thing that made me take 3 battles away from the crib was niggas was pointing out niggas behind me cheering. Like in the
mm,
Joe Scrap battle, he kept talking about that. Feel me? Like, and like I get it, I get it. He got that's some vet shit. He was doing some vet shit. So like right then at that point, it ain't get to me. But as I'm watching it, I'm a student of this shit at the same time. So I'm like, all right, niggas not gonna keep playing with me like that. Like I'm not about to keep letting a nigga talk in my round about that. Nah. So once the restore order shit came into play, I'm like, bet it's lit. And then I found out it was a trap nigga. So I'm like, all right,
mm.
now I really gotta show up and really still be on my bully shit. But it being on restore order, I'm like, all right, I gotta use a little bit more universal balls and shit. Like when I'm in Brooklyn, I could talk that Brooklyn shit. Like niggas gonna get that.
Yeah.
But like on restore order, you got, you know what I'm saying, all type of people watching. So
And you know what's crazy? A lot of people don't understand that. Like a lot of people think like what works in your backyard is going to work everywhere, and it
nah,
doesn't. Like when you want a platform like Restore Order, you don't just got people following the trap watcher. You got people that follow KOTD. You got people that follow like RBE,
all
URL, and
type
all
of
these different
demographics.
areas. Yeah, that's tuning in. So you
Yeah,
got to kind of switch your material up, switch your style a little bit. Don't alienate from what you normally do, but still add some diversity to it to reach a broader audience, basically.
facts. That's another that was testing me during this journey of me going to these other fucking leagues and shit and whooping ass. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I got to restore all this shit. Now
And you whooped
I
them like
can,
it
huh?
is what it is. I said you whooped them like it is what it
Yeah. Nah,
is.
I don't even use the word humble first of all, but like I'm modest at best. But what I do, I do. If I did it, I did it. It's done. Like it ain't like I'm lying. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I killed the strap nigga, and we bet on that shit too. Bet like 200, I think. Took that. So then
Okay.
I could really say credit you for the next one in South Carolina when I battled one take because you had Boogie from the Four.
Yeah.
He went the he lived where I went to school at and shit.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying, we was chopping it up and all that shit because he was when he was rapping, he was saying some Salisbury shit. Shout out to that nigga. He reached out to me and asked me that I want to do that battle. At first they gave me some whack nigga. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. Like that nigga was like just terrible. So then they bumped it up to a good like they bumped it up to a nigga who had like a Daylyt style. Like, you know what I'm saying? Gave me Daylyt vibes. So I'm like, this would be a style clash. I'm willing to do this shit. Like, and then he wound up backing out. He couldn't do it. He was already preparing for some other shit. So then they gave me one
Okay.
take. Now, when I first pulled up to the trap, I seen one take battle the Major League nigga. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
was supposed to battle that night, but the nigga no show. So when I got his name, I'm like, I finally get to battle somebody who gonna do what I do and more. Cause he way more performance, way more energy.
Yeah.
I write better than him, I feel like. Oh, I showed I write better than him, but like he got the more energy, more performance, and it's his home. You know what I'm saying? Not his home league, but like this is his people. I only pulled up with me, Live, and Sharp. You know what I'm saying? Only
Okay.
us three in that shit. So when I got there, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna front. I fucked that nigga up. And I ain't gonna act like he ain't he wild. He was fucking me up too. We both left with black eyes, but I broke a
Yeah.
bone somewhere type shit. Like I definitely broke a bone. Like that nigga was in the
Yeah,
hospital.
that to me that was a good battle on both ends. Like, and I fuck with
Yeah,
one take. Like, I feel like just like you, he's one of them guys that's showing that early potential and can really be something in this shit. Like for real, for real.
yeah. And that's why I didn't even want to take one take this early. No,
Yeah.
and it's weird because that's how the last three of my battles has been. It's like I seen the person prior. And I'm like, all right, down the line, this should be a fire battle, like on a big like main event type shit. Like this would be
Yeah.
one of them. Like even if we both make it to a big stage somewhere, we might be able to link back up in one of these leagues that's our leagues and make this shit one of them and pack the bill. Like
Yeah.
so, like that's how I was looking at it. So I didn't want to take this shit, but I'm not about to say no, especially if the opponent fit my situation. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm wild on this nigga. So went there. I feel like I got a gentleman's 30. Fucking
Okay.
who the hell was that? Oh, last battle was on Ball You to Death. Now I'm Ball You to Death, but the thing with me and Ball You to Death is like me and you already had our situation before. I had did some shit for Hennessy TV on Twitter. So
Okay.
they had like twerk, mad people come up and judge your battles and shit. It was like quick one rounder though. Boom, and they, like the winner got bread and shit. So like they sent me
Fire.
like 180 for that shit. So
Mm.
then I literally wrote that shit that day. You know what I'm saying? But I already had that battle with you booked it for February. So when Ball the Death came in the picture, I was like, hold on. Let it be known where my crib is first. Like, you know how
Mm.
I handle business. I don't run around, we straight to the point with this shit. So I'm like,
Yeah.
hold
Yeah.
on, let me get this situation first so I can make myself a presence. Then, you know what I'm saying? Baz, that's my man. Shout out to Baz. Shout out to Ball the Death. Baz, he ain't never treat me no crazy way because of that. You know what I'm saying? Always shout me out type shit. So, like, after the fourth battle, I'm like, all right, I feel like I could come there. I got Live. I got Sharp. I got a lot of people. Like, if he needs somebody to battle that could come and make us, you know what I'm saying, splash on some business shit. You know, I try to
Yeah.
always bring business to whatever business is brought to me type shit. So,
Yeah.
like now that I got some people, you know, Hayes the Gift, Neptune, shout out the whole sharpshooter gang. I know how we moving. Yeah, Hayes the Gift. You heard that, Mercy. My
Fire.
son, Hayes different, boy. And
Yeah.
in New
Hayes is
York,
fire. I
yeah,
always been a fan of Hayes, like since the early week or hard days. Like
and
he's one
listen,
of them ones.
balling with this nigga, bro. That shit is annoying, bro. You get like, yo, you think you got some heat. You call this
He
nigga,
gonna
bro.
tell you what's up. Like, nah, that ain't it, yo.
Nah,
Like,
nah, not even that. Not even that. I ain't gonna front. I ain't never spit no shit that he had to say that for.
yeah,
But the shit that he spit, either before or after, just made me feel like shit, bro. I'm like, nah, this
you
nigga.
gotta step your shit up.
Yeah, so I was like, this nigga wild as fuck. There's no way I could keep this around after I heard that.
Mm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that helped me. You know what I'm saying? Like I take all that shit personally. Like, even though I ain't gonna hate on no nigga or nothing like that for, but
Yeah,
like,
it's just motivation.
yeah, I take all that shit straight here and then I just put that shit my little notepad, go crazy. But so the Ball You to Death shit though, basically I started tuning back in with him because this shit was in a tournament over there. So I was going over there listening to Bishop do his thing and shit. He won the tournament too. Shout out to him. So I'm like, yeah, look at this nigga. He killing niggas now. I got this nigga mad. I like my son killing niggas, so I'm tuning in. So Baz brought me up for a live, chop it up and shit like that. He asked me about the schedule and shit. And at that
Yeah,
time, I had bad news. I had business, so I had that locked in. And then his shit. So that shit would have been what, January 20th?
21st.
Yeah, 21st. And then the other shit would, I mean not January 21st, bro. I meant to say it was November 21st, right? When Dot and Sting was
Damn,
supposed to battle.
I forgot the date on that one, but it's
Yeah,
November
that's the
something.
call we was on. We was on that one. And then
Yeah,
like the next month, it would have been the Bar of the Death shit for me. So wound up not being able to get off and shit. So I had to cancel that joint. Well, not cancel, but reschedule it for now. And then Baz, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna be able to make this shit, bro. So we made that shit happen. And I went there and just first I wanted to walk him into it because I know CD. You know what I'm saying? I know how he rap. I
yeah,
wanted to walk him into it, see what his content gonna be. Like a lot of niggas, they talk about movies and all this crazy shit with me. I don't watch movies, so that shit I don't be understanding that shit. So it don't be fucking with me when niggas be landing movie balls.
yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it don't do nothing for me energy wise. So like I knew my first round I was gonna just lyrically try to win with the pen. Like I wasn't gonna perform none of that, just straight pen him, cause he one of them people he feel like he got a pen. You know what I'm saying? He do. I don't know why he thought his shit was better than mine, but he got a pen. But nigga, I know what I'm saying. I wanted to show him that first round, so I walked him into that. And then second
Yeah.
and third, I just lost my mind in that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I brought you up and how he no showed like, now I'm happy we on this shit. You told me that shit the day, either the day of or the day before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I told him like, all right, I got, I ain't finished writing until I start rapping. So once I found the way to throw that in there, I'm like, all right, it's gonna get crazy. So yeah, one thing got crazy, but a lot of that shit, me just going to other leagues, was really me just wanting to show niggas I'm gonna get crazy and like now I get the
Every
gas factor shit, and everybody say I've been gassing each place I've been. So I'm taking it as a compliment from now on.
So look, man, let's talk about it, man. We got business coming up in a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? In the showdown, January 28th. Let's talk about that, man. Like, because this is the thing, right? This is a battle I wanted to set up just because of like y'all both got the high energy. Y'all both come with them haymakers. You feel me?
Yeah,
But how do you feel this battle is gonna go?
yo, listen. After this shit, I swear to God, I swear on everything I love. I swear on everything I love. Only thing that could fuck this up is me. After this shit, bro, a lot of tones is changing. Everybody tone gonna change. Including mine. All our shit is changing when it come to Bosevich4. What he do, I promise you, it won't even matter. Like at all, at all. Like it's not gonna affect a thing that I do. Like I don't feel like it's either a classic or this nigga dead, bro. No bullshit. Shout out to Ball Death. I'm dead ass though. Like it's either classic or this nigga dead, bro. No bullshit, bro. I can't see a
Sheesh.
nigga playing around with the rounds I got. I can't see that. That'll be a
Mm.
bad business move. I promise you, bro. Like I could not see that. No bullshit. Like if he was to come in there and do that, bro, which I'm not expecting the nigga to, cause like I said, I seen him. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? He keep asking for me and all this shit and all that. Like, don't keep asking and come in there and play. Cause
Oh,
you
nah,
asked,
trust me. He been on it in terms of getting this battle done. Like he wants to do this. So
bro. I remember when you first said this nigga name, I started laughing. I'm like, I knew this shit was about to happen. I already knew. I already knew once I hit him with the chest line, like when he threw his shit up, I hit him with the chest line and the Joe Scrap battle. Cause that was meant for Joe Scrap, but he did it. So I'm like, all right. But I be preparing for all that shit. Like
yeah.
it went a different way. If he ain't throw nothing, if he ain't do nothing, Joe Scrap, the lines was gonna be a little bit different. But when I seen him throw it, I'm like, I bet I'm gonna still keep it. I'm gonna just
Mm.
point it towards him now, and I know it's gonna make him get at me. I know he gonna want to get at me there. But like, I'm telling him, man, I don't know why, son. No bullshit. Like my sons heard these rounds. Like,
So look, let me ask you this: do you feel like this battle is gonna change positions in terms of the trap? Like, cause y'all are two of the most active right now. Like y'all the two getting busy. Like y'all two guys that talk y'all shit. Y'all both promo, et cetera, et cetera. Like, how do you feel this is gonna impact? Like, just in terms of like where y'all stand in the trap, New York guys.
I'm gonna keep it high. I really spoke on that in my round.
Mm.
Keep it all the
Okay.
way high. I spoke on it in the round. I'm not. It's not nothing that I made like I stretched the point out or nothing like that to where you gonna be. He talking. It's not like that. It's just straight. This is just a bad business move on his end, bro. Like it's a
You
real
keep
like.
using that angle, bad business. Like what?
I'm
What's
just
that
saying,
about?
like I don't get why the fuck now you supposed to like catch a weakness in a nigga and then be like, I know how I can get him. I ain't one of them niggas that just be like, yeah, let me get four. Nah,
Mm.
what? But the thing is, I'm about to start making the league. I'm about to start making you look at niggas like, you want who? Come on, bro, stop playing. Like, that's my job right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my job. I speak on all this shit, though.
Mm.
I really do
Okay.
speak on all this shit. And I'm happy you asked me that because it's letting me know I'm thinking the right shit. I'm thinking of the right things, right angles and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, I really can't even answer the question, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way I
Nah,
want
you
to.
saving it all for the battle. I see what you're
Yeah,
doing.
because it's going, I might switch it up now. Yeah, like, yeah, but yeah, business, telling you, man, showdown. This nigga, I don't think he gonna come in lag. I don't think he gonna come in pussyfoot. None of that shit. But if he do,
Hmm.
it's gonna get bad. And if he don't, it's just gonna get great, bro. It's gonna be great. Like
Yeah.
it's no me on my side, bro. It's nothing. I ain't letting nobody down. I ain't letting nobody down at all. This shit, and I fuck around and come in rebuttal and all that shit. Cause this nigga TR been on my back about that shit. Shout out my son
Oh,
TR.
getting the rebuttal. Shout out to TR Sharp, man. That's my guy.
Yeah, yo, man. One of the realest niggas in this shit, man.
Facts. Facts. a
I
thousand
ain't even
percent.
gonna hop on the story too long. One of the realest niggas in this shit. Live. One of the newest realest niggas in this shit. Wait till y'all get a chance to meet him. Watch.
Yeah. Live is another one, man. He's fire from the gate. Like,
Yeah. And Live,
you know what I
no, I'll
mean?
let Live tell his story on how he, you know what I mean, got in this shit. But yeah, man, like, this, as far as the trap, bro, this niggas going, man, listen. Niggas gonna pay some respects real early. I got something big coming up in April, bro. I'm gonna tell you behind the scenes. It's
Yeah,
damn near
yeah.
locked in type shit. It's more like
Okay.
a. I feel like it's a more like a certain person in the culture and shit. They want to see like a future. This is gonna be the future of the battle rap scene type shit. Like, and
Mm.
of course, I'm not gonna lie. The other dude got, you know what I'm saying, his name a little bigger than mine, well, way bigger than mine type shit. He on a good platform type shit. But he young, so, you know what I'm saying, like, he got timing and shit. And I'm new, so it's like, I think he feel like we need to go ahead and do that. He wrong, though. I'm gonna fuck that nigga up, too. But, like, it's gonna get there.
Okay.
So, yeah, we about to try about to step
So
it up
look,
a lot.
before we get out of here, right? In terms of like a potential hit list or people you want to battle, do you have a list of names or anybody in particular like you headhunting right now?
Yeah, I got names I'm working towards as far as like Prez.
Mm.
I want to say towards like the end of the year, I want to be able to try and get a dot steams type shit. Fucking April is gonna do a lot for this though. So I ain't just saying this without thinking of the work I gotta put in type shit. Like I ain't just saying
Yeah,
names. Like April, what I do April is even what I do on the showdown is going give a lot of shit and put a lot of shit in motion and get shit up for this shit. So them, I don't know the saga situation as far as pay and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I do try to at least not try to kill a league owner by trying to get him to help me get this plate type shit. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
They don't want to do that shit. So like, but if saga situation is cool, niggas could, you know what I mean, afford that saga. But like them type of names, like you know what I'm saying, them
Yeah.
type of names.
Oh, nah,
Um,
these are some places we could definitely work on, man. All the people you done named, the people that I got love for, people that got love for this platform and what we do. So I think making those happen to be
yeah,
definitely,
yeah. They from the club. J Murder.
yeah.
Um, as far as unfamiliar names, Eunice.
Hmm.
Some shit that need to be said. Then there, Appa. He did some shit where he threw some shots. He not gonna remember that shit because he was really battling somebody else. I guess he just threw shots at me because I was on the call.
Yeah.
So he did that. So them two in arms reach. They might play Hollywood, but they just might be nervous too at the same time. So all that Twitter shit over here ain't gonna fly. Put one of them niggas right down.
Yo. Nah, that space and shit is different in the real world, man.
Yeah,
But both
yeah.
of them been getting their weight up, so they've been working outside. So I gotta put
They
some respect on
comfortable.
them.
That's why them niggas is battling in comfortable spaces. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Niggas ain't really like they going places, they going to other states, but the room is still the same kind of. And then when they
mm,
home, that room rocking regardless for whoever there. Shout out to them. Uh, what's her name again? Kel. Shout out to Kel. She doing
yeah,
thing over there. You know what I'm saying? That room always gonna rock for the home team. I know you seen the dot battle over there.
yeah,
That
yeah.
nigga dot was
I see
acapella.
it.
So that nigga
Listen,
was rapping acapella for real. So I was like, nah,
yeah,
this shit
yeah.
crazy.
Listen, it get different, man. It get different in certain
Yeah,
places,
yeah.
but you just got to keep your professionalism and still get your raps off. Because at the end of the day, you rapping in front of the camera. It might be 100 people in the building that see it, but it's gonna be 10,000 that see it on YouTube. So,
Yeah, shit
you
was
know,
definitely different once it came out. I seen a lot of tweets and
yeah,
shit about it. That's what made me go look at it and shit. And then when I did look at it, I'm happy I did because I ain't even think that shit could happen in battle rap, bro. I'm not thinking
yeah,
you could go somewhere and niggas really be quiet. Like, I ain't think that. Shout out to them. Them niggas loyal as a motherfucker. Like, I ain't think that shit could happen. Yo, bro, that shit was like, that's in there. I'm like,
yeah,
this shit is
yeah.
crazy.
It's like that
But
sometimes, man.
yeah, I needed to see that just in case that shit happened to me. I know I just need to keep going type shit. I'm only
Yeah.
5 in shit.
So, give them all your social media and anything. Let them know where they can contact you.
Yo, everything Bosevich4, BOSCVICH4, man, on everything. Shit public. I ain't hiding nothing. I don't do that shit. Fucking SSG, I already know we heavy on that. Heavy on the trap shit. Heavy on the
Facts.
volume death shit. Shout out No Mercy. Shout out Baz, TR, Fly, Neptune, Hayes. All my niggas on Bar You to Death. There's too many of y'all niggas. I'm not naming everybody's name. Y'all niggas know who y'all is though. But yeah, man. It's the trap, you heard? 23 gonna look
Facts.
crazy. I promise you 23 gonna look crazy for us.
Yeah. So yeah, man. January 28th, the showdown. Bosevich 4 versus Business. Gonna be a
Yeah.
crazy one. So holla at us. Get your tickets and pull up, man. It's gonna be in Brooklyn. 115 Route 5, same spot we've been at. So yeah, this event gonna be crazy.
Back home, you heard? Shit about to be
Exactly. All
stupid. All right,
right,
Murphy
man.
Lincoln
We out
Slow,
of here.
man. Say that.
All right, man.